All right, it is February 14th, at least that's what we're going to put on this episode, because a wizard arrives precisely when he means to. Of course, also because, I guess with keeping with the themes of the day, we probably should do something like lovey or something, right? And, I could go nerdy on you. Show off my Star Sapphire ring. You might recognize Carol Ferris here. A Star Sapphire, powered by love. The power of love. Oh, God. I'm getting Huey Lewis and the news stuck in my head now. Nope, we gotta stop. But instead, I think we're gonna go with, let's go with some of the albums and music I've been loving lately. How about that? All right, let's start right at the top. Beach Bunny. This one I've gone back to after they released 3 new singles, and I've been fucking loving them. And I don't fucking care if you're like, they're not punk or ska or whatever the fuck. They're fucking awesome. I love that. And also, I think I've heard it twice now. Fucking just love Beach Bunny. I'm just gonna say that. But also, let's see, another one you might have seen when I was posting, my was it Rewind, the Apple Rewind, I think they call it. And they're doing it monthly now. You can do Apple Music. But been listening to Escape from the Zoo a shit ton. Thank you, Monica, for at least putting it. Put the band in my head, and then, I just my brain just kept pulling songs randomly off of there, like 12 Rounds or Learning Curve. I fucking love Learning Curve. Oh man, even just talking about it, it's getting songs stuck in my head, which I had Promises stuck in from the Beach Bunny album there, when you saw. But now I'm getting other songs out. Ooh, or that guitar from 12 Rounds. Anyway, all right, we gotta move on. I'm just gonna keep getting, 12 Rounds, or that's in my head. We're gonna keep getting Escape from the Zoo songs in my head if I don't move on. So let's move on to one that, unfortunately, the last month now, almost. Sucks to think about, right? But idiots are taking over. Specifically, keep popping in my brain every fucking day. So this has definitely been in there. And it's just a fucking great album in general. Franco-American, Separation of Church and Skate. I mean, it's such a great album. But of course, I like that they did an updated cover that makes more sense, right? It was on a comp more than but still, that one better, right? And then let's move on. We got, of course, Devin Kane Solutions. And you can see I'm kind of playing with the overlay thing. I probably should have made more of a square. I always think I'm gonna have photos, and then I'm using like normal square album covers. But yeah, Devin Kane Solutions, fucking one of my favorites in the last 5-6 years now. And I've been going back to their ska album, of course, but all their music is fucking great. You just gotta check that out. And then, of course, not the album, because it's not out yet, but the singles they put out off the brand new Scowl album have been fucking amazing, and I've been enjoying those and loving those. I think that's what I'm supposed to be saying. I'm loving those. And I have that pre-ordered. I actually bought that one. Right, that one. I can't wait for more Scowl. So we're going to definitely put that on that list of things, music that I'm loving right now. And then, it's even appropriate for a Valentine's, right? That fucking Pink Shift. That album was, I think that was my favorite album of 23, I think that's right. Okay. But yeah, it's even got a heart. It's even in the motif of Valentine's Day. There you go. But fucking amazing. If you haven't listened to Pink Shift, go check that out. Oh, excuse me. The one time I've seen them so far was with Pup before I caught my long COVID and been kind of handicapped by this stupid ongoing chronic fatigue. But they are fucking amazing. Go check them out. Especially love their politics, which I think that's been another thing been noticing in my music taste and shifts, is aligning more to people that align with my tastes, even politically, because I'm kind of feeling a little disappointed in my Gen X musicians, I'm sad to say. I can't believe how many have seem to be liking a certain candidate person who is, selling snake oil. I think that's a good way to paraphrase. But yeah, so definitely go check out everything that Pink Shift's doing now. Some of their new singles have been fucking great too. I assume that means they're going for a new album. I can't wait. And then, of course, Hyper, which I think I at least posted it to Threads and Blue Sky and maybe to my Facebook, but my January Rewind had them on there. Fucking great album. Great find off of that Wiretap compilation that they did for the, I think it was for the LA Wildfires. So fucking can't remember, or can't recommend enough. Oh my god, this is why Chronic Fatigue is. And then of course, with the title that was actually produced during the first Orange administration, but the title track, well, I guess title track would be off the title album, but regardless, the first song on the album, You Can Be a Fascist Too, that you're hearing underneath this week's episode, because it is super relevant right now to a certain administration, and also it's a fucking banger on album. So, you know, between current situations reminding me to want to go listen to that, which now that's stuck in my head. Oh, it'll be in your head if you're hearing what's underneath this episode. And yeah, so fucking amazing stuff. These are some of the music, the albums, and local. They're from here in Phoenix, and so, you know, go make sure you check them out. I think they have a show on March 6th, 3rd? I think it's 6th, but no, they have a post. They're even on tour right now. So super awesome to see. But yeah, go check out Playboy Man Baby, of course. I guess that's all I got for now, but I do have shows to tell you about, and that's why I still keep doing these videos, even if it takes 2.5 hour and second nap later, and producing it. So, of course, let's go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Go, where I'm recommending shows with artists of at least one, if not more, that I think fucking rule, and that you should go check out. Of course, as you heard in part of that, we're dealing with long COVID for over 2.5 years now, 31 months, as of the 4th of this month. So, always recommending masking inside any indoor spaces that are crowded, well, in general. Especially as it's not even just COVID, which fucking my second infection is the one that led to this. But also, it's flu has been doing something. The respiratory virus that flu is technically a respiratory virus, so it might be. But also, I have my theories that summer wave of COVID, basically, they say up to 3 years after the infection can still leave damage on your organs, which means I think this latest flu is actually taking advantage of the damage left by the last infections in a lot of people. Yeah, my thoughts. Based on some of the research out there, which, again, fuck RFK Jr., who peddles in shitty pseudoscience and fake science on that note, because some of the grants that I rely on for potentially finding long COVID solutions might be being tied up, and that makes me very angry. So, anyways, tangents. But yeah, of course, other things to do, housekeeping. Well, be sure to like this, assuming you're not being angered by my "don't get political," you fuck. Nah, whatever. I don't know if I can get angry now. We're not. That's not what these are about. But yeah, of course, be sure to like this where you're watching it, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Threads, Blue Sky. I think that's it. That might be it. But yeah, so you go support me that way. And then the other thing is, if you're watching on YouTube or you're not watching on YouTube and you want to help, you can always hit that subscribe button that's like right around here, I think. But as those number goes up, I get access to ad revenue one of these days where they'll put a little ad in front of us and you can hit skip, and then I'll be like, cool, I got like a penny. Internet economics. But speaking of internet economics, because I don't get that kind of stuff, well, you can always go to patreon.com/everyshowjoe. That link again, patreon.com/everyshowjoe. And there's even $1 a month tier, $5 a month. Anything you're able to contribute, I appreciate. I appreciate everyone that does support me over there. Thank you so much. Helps me with costs of stuff, equipment. Helps me when I am able to power through to get to a show, which I hate this fatigue. I just got over a 6-day post-exertional malaise spell, PEM, and I don't even know what triggered it. It might have been just recording this, pushing through last Friday. Who knows? Or that seems to be the most likely looking back. But regardless, I hate this. But it helps me out when I am able to power through and get out to a show. And it helps me out with just trying to maintain what I'm posting with, the website that's listed here and all that fun stuff. So yeah, patreon.com/everyshowjoe. One more time, you're going to go support me there. It's like tipping, like buying me a water or a soda or a beer at a mid-sized venue. Or for $1, just pocket change, right? But yeah, so there's that, of course. Ooh. Excuse me. And speaking of the website, you can always head over there and check out the photography I've done with my proper camera over the years since 2016, with full wrap-ups of why I fucking love bands that I photograph and the artists and everything, musicians, all of it. Fucking most of the time, I think all the time, fucking invested in all of that and love the music that I catch and am able to catch and capture with my camera. And I miss it. And also you can see some reflections on the year mark, end of the year, on everything I've gone through with my long COVID journey and 8 specialists and countless tests, scans, an MRI, CAT scan. There we go. I do have a CPAP. Anyways, regardless. But yeah, so you can go check all that stuff out over on everyshowjoe.com. Plus, there's a link in there you can pick up an Every Show Joe shirt and support me that way too. So throw all that stuff out there. And of course, like I said there in the beginning, you're hearing it underneath this week's episode is Playboy Man Babies. You can be a fascist too, because it's unfortunately relevant with regards to our current administration. And the unelected. I don't know if I want to even say his name. But the idiot that ruined Twitter. Let's go with that. Then you can guess, right? All right. But also, of course, every week, in ways that we can be proactive and fight this bullshit and this hate, I guess is the face value term, is let's try to combat it and improve the environments and kind of fend off some of the bullshit they've already been trying. But yeah, fuck racism, fuck sexism, fuck homophobia, fuck transphobia, fuck ableism. Shit that I've been fucking dealing with even more since I've been dealing with this chronic fatigue. That should not be something we do in the punk scene. I know it's on the Gilman Street rules. It's like it's what I thought was the ideology and ethos of the punk scene, but as I've seen, I've been a little disappointed. But regardless, that's where we can go in. We can do some awesome stuff. We can do some good stuff here. For one, I still have a link up on the website for Melody Mason's GoFundMe. Go support with, I think it's funeral costs and everything, as the Phoenix scene at large mourns a big person that was lost in an accident recently. Also, our friends in LA, even if I hate their teams, I don't mind the Clippers. But regardless, supporting my friends in LA there with the wildfire support, and of course there's links on there for the Recovery Fund, Mutual Aid, LA Network, and others that I got off of Josh Dad's threads. So sharing those, have those linked so you can support. You got the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. There's donations there. And then, of course, Arizona being Arizona, but also under the threat of, given what the administration has said and attempted to pull off, some are at least being blocked at this point by judges for the moment, reproductive rights may be under attack again at a national level, and of course, always a great resource regardless, but the Abortion Fund of Arizona, I've got a link there. You can go check that out. Great for just if you have questions. Also, of course, I am pro-choice, so I respect the right of our femme friends and their doctors to make the best decisions for their body, not fucking politicians. So that's there. I've got links to Poder in Action, Black Lives Matter, the Phoenix one, Stop Asian American Pacific Islander Hate, firstnation.org for our indigenous, like a bunch of awesome things you can go contribute. 1in10.org, which is a great LGBTQIA youth organization here in Phoenix, helping younger just deal with, and the state hasn't been the best about it to begin with, but at least they're a great organization trying to help them be better and more accepting of who they are in even the prior climate before the current political climate. So great organization to go support. ACLU link on there because they're doing God's work, fighting off some of these horrible policies and things that they're trying to enact from current administration. Yeah, hard to not say stuff and not be angry about it. And I completely understand if it gets too angry. Funnel that. I mean, there are protests being organized, and totally get involved. Get out there, show everyone that we do oppose a lot of this bullshit of the current administration. Other stuff you can do, of course, is locally. You also got Feed Phoenix, helping with the homeless, feeding, of course, and also helping in self-harm. There's Punk Rock Saves Lives at a national level with our punk scene. You've probably seen it various shows, Flogging Molly, to Bowling for Soup, all that stuff. Like, great organization. Helping with mental health too. If you're helping, if you need help, hit them up. Of course, they also have. I wanted to do this for some reason. They have Facebook group also. That if you want to try it there, instead of hitting them up by email or something, you can always go in there and chat with like-minded people and help with your mental health there. So great organization they're out there. And then of course, I like to always tell you how to support your favorite musicians, favorite artists, keep them afloat in these harder times, these higher financial times, as inflation appears to be rising, as unsurprising as we were trying to tell everyone about how tariffs work, and even just the threat of them, and the idiocracy of doubling down on wanting to make a country a state. I'm happy to see Canadians are canceling trips and stopping imports, and yeah, everything. Buckle in. It's going to be bumpy, but we're going to make it through. But yeah, things to do that you can do that are awesome and positive and help our favorite musicians bands is buy the merch, buy the shirts, buy the CDs, buy the albums, buy the vinyl. Like I said, I pre-ordered the Scowl vinyl that's coming out. I want to get the pup one, but oh my god, shipping is it's like, oh, everything is more expensive right now. But I do love that the new pup stuff. Well, I know, old pup's awesome. I should get a pup shirt. Anyways, other thoughts. But yeah, that's exactly what you should be doing. You should go buy the merch at the merch booths, at the merch websites. Those are the most direct ways they make money and make the most out of it. So go support your favorite artists that way. And then, of course, the most fun way that I miss with my health issues is getting out to a show, watching these bands live, singing with them, seeing friends. But, you know, if you are feeling all right, don't go out sick, especially right now as things are spreading worse. But go check out some awesome shows and support the venues with the artists. And we'll start Civil Valentine's Day, because fuck it. We got Scalentine's Day with Torn of the Scene, with Swigfoot, Rocket Sediment, and the Scavalinas at Yucca Tap, 7 p.m. We got Anything Full Love with The Frequency Principle, with Mean Gene and Kid Keith, Manic Monkeys at Fall Cow, some good food. Valentine's for the Brokenhearted with AG Session, Foreclosure, The Very Bad Things, and I noticed I have a typo there. Very Bad Things. I'm just tired. And in Lessons at Time Out Lounge. And Astral Orange album release with Spilt and Silver Lake Rodeo at Valley Bar, 7 p.m. Yeah, I'm kind of burning through that because, I mean, when this goes up, it's too late. But still, awesome stuff. And then Saturday, which I really just want to keep doing this. And I think that's something out my friend Shannon somehow. I don't know. Anyways. But yeah, we'll start Saturday a lot lighter than last weekend. We got Valentine's Day Hangover featuring Factory Reset, and maybe next year's fucking Rule. If you haven't checked, maybe next year's, go check them out. And Brenyama over at Time Out Lounge. We got Rad Stacy and something outrageous over at Alley Cat Racing at Fitch Park at 11 a.m. So you can get out to this one early and check out some amazing music and some racing and other stuff. And then go out to these others, including Jaffe's Descent with Zeppopotamus. I think I said it right. And that's a good name. Put it on the side. On the list. At Cactus Jack, 7 p.m. We also got Be My Emo Valentine featuring City Mouth and the Space Rover My Space Phoenix, 7 p.m. This one, just finding it out because Kylo Gunn played the Phoenix Rock Lottery with Sarah June and put Sarah June on my radar. But brand new release from Sarah June with Luigi Leone, Grace Otto, and Tatum Shumway over at the Belmont House, which I'm like typing at the same time. Message them for the address. I'm adding notes for when I post the text version. But this one's 7 p.m. for you. We got Cupid's Creep Show with burlesque and creep show with musical performances from Critical Miss and Birth and Monsters at Yucatap, 9 p.m. Sunday, a lot lighter, like nothing. Monday, no. Tuesday, though, we got Ballyhoo back with Sideways and the Arbor Boys at Nile Theater, 7 p.m. Then Wednesday, you got choices. We got choices on Wednesday for that hump day of the week. We've got Coffin Cats with the Drowns. I can make sure you're there in time for the Drowns. Plus Boogeyman at the Nile Underground, 7 p.m. And if you're looking for reasons to jump back upstairs or downstairs or wondering what the fuck is that loud noise that's ruminating, right? That's from the ceiling. We got Carrie King with Municipal Waste back, and Alien Weaponry at the Nile upstairs, 7 p.m. Got North by North with Narwhal Jr. Holiday at Yucatap, 8 p.m. The Slaps with Hemlock and Smooth Hands over Valley Bar, 7:30 p.m. And then Thursday rolling in with Mills End. St. Pop landed in the zombie zone for a really good one over at the Rhythm Room, 6:30 p.m. We got Article. There we go, Article. Sound System with Sitting on Saturn. That's their new name. They used to be called Sitting on Stacey. They've renamed. I assume that old name got weird things, even though Stacey was a cow. Anyways, but that's at the Rebel Lounge, 7 p.m. We got Color Wheel Release Show with Wild Earth and Morpheus Slew at the Valley Bar, 7:30 p.m. Then Friday, we got Ultramatics back once again. Second show in a long time. They just played recently, too. With Liar's Handshake with Joint Chief at Taproom 120, 7 p.m. over in the Far East over there in Gilbert. We got Rock and Roll Rumble featuring Chrome Rhino versus Rattlesnakes new case. Plus, they're joined by their friends' wives and the Joeys at Crescent Ballroom, 7 p.m. And, as I always recommend, you can also let that be joined with an awesome carne asada burrito at Crescent Ballroom. Just saying. No pressure. Their tacos are good. We got Raised on Candy with Knife Fight and Infectives at Chopper John's, 9 p.m. We also got Machinery of Night, Simply Chaotic, and Factory Reset at BRI Taproom, 8 p.m. Plus, down in Tucson, we got It's Fine traveling down there with Better on the Inside and Quadrant 44 at the Groundworks down there in Tucson, 7 p.m. start for you. So there you go. There is some awesome music to go check out. There's some of the music I've been loving lately. And I'm going to just keep talking. Even though, yeah, I also want to go sleep. But regardless, there you go. There you go. This is your next 7 days of awesome music shows to go check out live. If you've got the opportunity, share. These bands will appreciate you sharing and loving their stuff. I will appreciate it because I'm living vicariously through you with my health stuff right now with COVID. And I guess that's it. Of course, if you're drinking, be sure to get a rideshare or DD and be responsible. And yeah, I guess that's that. I don't want this to end. You want this to end? I'm sure you want this. Of course, then, until next week, take care.